Today I want to show you how to crochet these very cute mittens, and these are very easy to do. You can do these only by following this tutorial, but if you prefer to follow a written pattern, I will of course leave a link for that below. I also have this cute headband that goes with the mittens on my channel. So let's begin crocheting these mittens. First, a little about the materials. For the yarn, I have used this Merino Extra Fine, and you can see all the info about it right here. I have used this off-white color. It's very, very beautiful. I will, of course, write down in the description how much yarn you will need for this. Then I've used a 4.5mm crochet hook, some scissors, and a tapestry needle, and then a few stitch markers. We begin with a slip knot. So make a loop with your yarn, take the long end behind and grab it from the middle with your hook and pull. Then we chain 45. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 45 times. Then in the first 10 chains we will work a slip stitch. Skip the first chain, move on to the second and work a slip stitch. So insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, pull through. That's your first slip stitch. Insert the hook in the next chain and work a slip stitch. That's 2 and 3, and just keep slip stitching until you have 10 slip stitches in total. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have 10. In the 10th slip stitch you will insert a stitch marker. So insert a stitch marker, and then we will work a single crochet in the next stitch, in the next chain, and a single crochet, and we will continue with a single crochet in each stitch or in each chain until we only have 3 chains left. When we only have 3 chains left, we will work a slip stitch in each of these chains. So insert your hook and work a slip stitch, and a slip stitch, and a slip stitch. So this last 3 will be slip stitches. Then chain 1 and turn. And then the first will be slip stitches as well, but from now on we will only be working through the back loop of the stitch. So this is the entire stitch, but from now on we will only be working through the back loop of the stitch. So this loop, we will work 3 slip stitches. So in this end of the work, we will always work 3 slip stitches at the end, and then all the stitches in between will be single crochet, and then down here it will be slip stitches as well. I will show you right now. So skip your turning chain. In this second stitch you will work a back loop slip stitch. So insert the hook through the back loop of the stitch, yarn over, pull through, that's the first. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, and the last one, back loop slip stitch. You can insert a stitch marker right here, just like you have on the other end. I just don't want to take it out all the time. I can remember that it is the last 3 stitches down here, but that's up to you. So now you will continue with a back loop single crochet until you make it to the next stitch marker. So insert the hook through the back loop of the stitch and work a single crochet. So back loop single crochet in all the stitches in between the ends. So now you made it to the other stitch marker. We will take this out and work a back loop slip stitch in the next stitch. Back loop slip stitch. And remember to insert the stitch marker again, so you don't have to count all the time. And then work a back loop slip stitch in all of these 10 stitches. When you are at the end, you chain 1 and turn, and then skip your turning chain, and in the next stitch you work a back loop slip stitch. and then a back loop slip stitch in all of the stitches, all until the stitch marker. So all up till on here. And in the stitch with the stitch marker in, you remove it, then you work your final back loop slip stitch, and then remember to insert it again. And then you work a back loop single crochet in the next stitch, and then a back loop single crochet in each stitch, all until you only have 3 stitches left, and those you will work a back loop slip stitch instead. So the 3 stitches up here you work a back loop slip stitch, and in these ones as well, and all the other ones in between you work a back loop single crochet. Then you continue with this until it is far enough or wide enough to reach all around your hand. I did 42 rows in total, and this fits around my hand like a glove. So now I will cut the yarn, and just remember to leave a bit for sewing. And leave a lot. And then you can pull this loop through just to finish it off. And of course you can remove this stitch marker down here. Then find your tapestry needle and thread it. And then we can sew this one together. So you just take it and fold it. And now you have this on top. You want to pull this in so it's closed on top. And we will just pull it together. So you will just do like this in every other row-ish. And then you see you can pull this together on top. And all the way at the edge. So pull it together a little bit of the time so you don't break the yarn. So now you see it's all closed on top. Then you fold it. And then pull tight. And then secure the yarn on the opposite side over here. If you can grab some of the stitches. So pull tight, just hold it tight so it don't slip. And then I give it a few stitches so it stays. And if it isn't closed up all the way, I'm usually able to close it up all the way, but maybe it's just because it's on the video right now. So now it's closed up all the way. Just give it a few extra stitches if you need to. And then you can sew this together all the way down the edge. But now you remember to keep a gap for the thumb so you can measure it and see how you want your thumb to be or where you want it to be. You can have it further down if you want your cuff to be all the way down here, or longer up. You will just leave a gap for 5 centimeters for the thumb. So put it together like this and then just sew it with your tapestry needle all the way down and leave a gap for the thumb. When it's all sewn up, it looks like this, and we have a little gap for the thumb. Now I turn it around, so put in your hand and pull it so you have the right side out, and we will now make the thumb. So find your gap, insert the hook in one of the stitches, and then grab your yarn again and pull up a loop and tie a little knot. I tie 2 just to make sure, and then insert the hook pull up a loop, and then we will begin with single crocheting. So I work a single crochet all of the stitches around. I want to make 15 single crochet in total. So just insert the hook and work a single crochet, and then a single crochet in the next, and just work single crochet all the way around. When you are all the way around, if you have a few extra stitches, you will just do some decreasing until you have 15 stitches. 15 stitches fits for my thumb. If you have a very big thumb, maybe you need some more stitches. But just work one single crochet all the way around, and you will just find some gaps down here, make up some stitches just to make it round, and over here. When you're all the way around, you see you have your first single crochet right here. You will just insert the hook into this and then do a single crochet, because we will be working in spirals for this thumb. So you'll just continue working around and around in spirals. Now I will count my stitches and see how many I got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and I only want 15 stitches. So I will do a decrease. So insert the hook and pull up a loop, and insert a hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then pull those two together. So we made 2 stitches into one, and we need to do that once more at some point at this very first row. I just want to do it up here, so it won't be showing that much. It's just important to pick up all the stitches at the beginning to make sure there isn't any gaps or something. So now just work your way in spirals around and around. When the thumb is almost long enough to fit your own thumb, you will now begin to decrease. And you will just pull the stitches together, so do some regular decreases. So insert the hook, pull up a loop and stop, insert the hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then pull those two together. And do a decrease in the next one as well. So pull 2 single crochet together, and keep doing this all the way around. And then finally, we will cut the yarn and pull this one through, and then you still have a little gap left. We will weave this in with our tapestry needle. So just thread this one, and then insert the needle just like this. So you will pull this in like this, and then you will find another stitch and pull, and just like this, and pull. So they are now closed together on the top. And then finally, you can weave in the end on this thumb. Then cut the yarn. And that's it. Then of course this one as well, you push in here and then just weave it in on the inside. And then you will make another one and you will have a pair. So that's it. I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!